Hey there, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to complete the reading and viewing tasks on Essential Assessment. So we normally use Essential Assessment for maths, but in this case we're going to start using it for reading, and hopefully it'll be a really great way for you to continue to learn. So I can see on the right here there's a bit that says reading and viewing. It has a blue dot underneath it, which means there's a task there that I need to complete. So I'll click on that circle. And here, there's the one that we're doing today called the Receptive Mode Assessment. Receptive mode just basically means how well do I read and comprehend the text? How much do I understand reading? There'll be other activities where it might be more focused on writing. Today, we're more focused on reading. Here it says pre-assessment and it says start. This is all blank because I need to complete the pre before I'm able to complete the post. Pre means before. Post means after. So I'll click on start and that'll open it up for me. Some of these questions are, it could be a multiple choice and maybe you can pick more than one answer. So this one I can only pick one. As a reminder, when it's reading, you really have to read through the whole, so first of all, the questions here. So what text structure did the author use in this narrative? And then it's really important to read the whole thing and make sure you scroll down and get to the end before you pick your answer. A lot of times I see students doing reading tests and they just read the first sentence and go, oh, okay, and click here, and then don't actually read the whole thing and get it wrong. So I'm not going to click the correct answer here. I'm just going to click next because it's a test and I don't want to actually show you the real answers. Here it's saying highlight the words, so I might actually need to click on some of the words. Also says just the word, so I need to talk about highlight the word that is used in this sentence so that curry is not repeated twice. So I'll need to think of what word do I need to put in here where curry won't be used twice. Some of the questions possibly might let you pick more than one answer. Here we've got some drop down menus, so you can click on the arrow or just where it says select and you can say what you think it's there for. So here there's three parts of the question, so I need to pick one for all of them, right? Again, I'm just guessing, I'm not actually reading it. And I'll try and skip to a bit where there's more of a different type of question. Okay, so this one's spelling, so what is this? So I've already got started with a V, so I know it's a vacuum, so you've got to spell vacuum. There you go, I've given you one. This would be a thermometer. I won't spell that for you. So it looks like you got one letter per box. We're not looking at sounds, we're looking at the letters. And here we've got a drag and drop, so just bring it in what you think is the correct answer. I might just pause it and come back to you when I find a different type of question, so don't waste your time. Okay, sorry, the exact question I was on, I realized you can click on multiple answers. So this one, if I thought all of those were the best answers, remember you're looking for the best answers. I'll keep looking to see if I can find any other types of questions. Okay, this question says highlight the line. So to do this one, you just click on the first word in that line. So I think it's slippery, slimy, cool. Click on slippery and that means the whole line. It doesn't mean just the word slippery. That's help you with that one. And if you want to redo it, you just click on the redo button there. Okay, here's an example of a written example. So your teachers actually, they're the ones that see your responses and the computer's not smart enough to know if you're correct or not. So before you receive your result, your own teacher will have to log in and see what you wrote and what you typed in before it properly gives you a score. So just make sure when you're writing this, being sensible of course, because your teacher's going to see it and we're the one marking it, not the computer. So make sure you're writing in full sentences, using capitals, using full stops. Try your best with these ones. And I think, as far as I'm aware, that's the last type of question. Yeah. So, all the best. Don't forget when you're finished, and sorry, before, if you watch my maths video, you'll have heard this. If you haven't watched that one, so you can see here, there's a little lock symbol on after question 20. It's because this is on what we call dynamic mode, where it's looking at your first lot of questions, so in this case the first 20 questions, and it depends on how I go with what the next questions are going to be. It might make them a bit harder, might make them a bit easier. If they're harder, it's because it thinks you've been nailing it, you need to be challenged a bit more, so then your score will be higher. If they get easier after this question, it's probably because you've found these last questions quite hard. So it might even be a good idea for you to click back and see, because you probably already know you've got some of these wrong, and maybe have another go. If they start getting really easy, you'll go, whoops, I probably made a lot of mistakes. So just take your time, and when you get to the final question, don't forget to go back all the way to the start and reread your questions. Go all the way to question 1. You can even click on the numbers to just skip through it. Go back to question 1, read it really carefully, and really have a good think. When you're fully happy with it, click Finish Assessment. You really want them to all be blue to show that you've given it a go. Red means you've skipped some. And then when I'm done, I can click on the tick. And again, I'll have to wait for my teacher to assess it before I really find out what my result is, because some of those questions, so you can see a little timer here saying I'm waiting for my teacher to help me out here and finish assessing it. And hopefully there might even be some goals that'll appear here for my reading. All right, all the best with your reading test.